So if the younger person did the mistake, then the older person has to face the music. So that is the
Okay.
so
Yes.
everyone asks why did I join Clapingo? Can you tell that why did you join Clapingo as a teacher?
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, Havisha. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm also doing fine.
Okay. So
Okay.
let
Yeah. Let me ask you one question. Okay. Even before we start, who decides with whom to take sessions at your place? Do you decide or do your parents decide?
my parents decide.
Okay. So they book a session for you on your behalf.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And what has there been a time when you said, no, I want to speak to this person today, not to this person today, I'll speak to this person next week? Do you have your choices?
I don't say I want to speak this person or that person, but yes, I say that on this day, on that day, I'll speak.
Okay, what is the again? Tell me, what is the reason for choosing Tuesday? And because generally weekends are the ones you'll be free, and on weekdays you'll have your school work and all that stuff happening. Why on a Tuesday or a Thursday? Why the choice of days?
Sometimes nowadays summer vacations are going on, na? So my father told that we will do it every day for benefit.
Oh, okay. So how many sessions do you take in a week, Havisha?
It must be 7.
You're taking 7 sessions in a week. Okay, that's a quite a lot. That's quite a lot. And but tell me, how do you think these sessions, talking to some people on Clapingo, how do you think these sessions are helping you? What are you learning from these sessions?
I learn from my mistakes and I learn new words as well.
Very nice, absolutely wonderful. And any new experiences that you learn? Probably have you talked about anything that has made you very, very happy and proud of yourself? Something that you spoke about and you felt, wow, I spoke well.
Yes, there was a session. Yeah. Let me think. But I know, yes, yes, in one of the sessions, so this happened, and some or the other talk it happened, but I don't know which session. I
Not a
remember.
problem. You don't have to tell me the session number or anything. What was the topic that you spoke about, which made you really happy about yourself?
And I don't remember the topic, but yes, it was a nice conversation. After that, my father praised me a lot.
Aha,
And
very nice. Okay, fine. Let us start our conversation today. So, I'm hoping that your father praises you for today's conversation as well. Let's begin. What do you want to do?
what do you mean? What do I do? What do I want to do? What do you
What
mean
do
by
you
that?
want to speak about?
We'll speak about anything.
We'll speak about anything. Okay, fine. So, in fact, you know what? Our last session, we both started a story and we could not finish a story. So, do you want to do that, or shall I take a topic for you and we'll speak about that?
It's your wish.
Okay. Today, I'm going to speak about some topic on which I would want your opinion. Okay. So, now see, Havisha, you are a very intelligent girl. I must admit that. Now, you go to school and you always have expressed to me that there are some subjects you don't like, there are some subjects you like. You like history, you like those kind of subjects. You don't like maths. That's what you told me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you tell me how should teachers handle kids of these kind, people who don't like maths? What, according to you, should be done? Do you think you should learn only history and the subjects that you like, or do you think you should completely stop learning maths at all because you don't like maths? How should teachers teach you?
No, I should not do like this. That I should stop studying maths. Although I don't like maths, I have to study
Uh,
maths for benefit. So it would be better if the teacher teaches us maths, well, with a little bit of fun.
With a little bit of fun. That's a very, very interesting point that you raised. Uh, what keeps your interest going on in maths? How do your parents or how do your current teachers teach you maths so that you develop that love for that subject? How? What are the different ways that you are taught?
My father teaches me just to learn it simply, but yes, my teacher teaches me like this, that it is my teacher this time in sixth standard. My teacher is very nice. She makes jokes in the class, so I like her class, but not the subject. So I think slowly I like the subject too.
Okay, fine. But do you like homeworks or do you hate homeworks?
I'm fine with homeworks.
You're fine with homeworks. And do you think kids as young as you should you be given homeworks? Because there are many countries outside India where they have a very unique method of teaching kids. They don't give homeworks. Okay, most of the teaching is activity based. Most of the times they play and learn different subjects. So, do you think that's a nice method of learning, or do you think homeworks are needed for kids like you?
It depends if the child learns by playing also and develop and learns it a lot nicely, then
Hmm.
without, but with homework, if the child doesn't want to do it and doesn't want to learn it at all, but with activities it has interest and it learns it, then activities will be better. But if the child needs homework, it
Yeah.
doesn't need any activity, it needs homework, it has to simply learn, then homework will be better.
Okay, but what is your personal choice, Havisha? What kind of a person are you? The homework person, non-homework person?
When I was young, I would be the non-homework person, but
Uh-huh.
nowadays I feel a bit of homework person.
You feel a bit of homework person. Okay, why this transition from non-homework person to homework person? Do you feel homeworks are better? I hated homeworks when I was a kid. I never wanted to do homeworks. What about you?
I feel that homeworks are needed, but I would not like 10 pages of homeworks. I would like one or two.
One or two, just a little bit of that. Okay. And do you think these homeworks generally, what do you get from your schools? Are the ones, are these homeworks the one that you do on your own, or do you generally take help from your parents, or you refer Google, or you refer different study materials and finish this one?
When I don't know the answer, I have to refer Google, and when I am confused about something, I ask my mother.
And you get the help. What about referring online materials? And sometimes your mother might say, "Hey, Havisha, I'm too busy, dear. Find out yourself." What do you do then?
Find out yourself. She never said that find out yourself. I don't take help for this and that, like in which I can use Google. So I'll use Google. But if I need help for
Okay.
can I do like this, can I do like that, she helps me anyway. She never said
Wow,
that.
that is very wonderful. That's very nice. That's very nice of your mother as well, and you as well. Persistent, at the back of your mother. Help me now. Now, what are the things? Now, your sister is next to you. After you, it's your sister, and then your brother. The youngest is your brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, have you helped any time your sister in her studies and homeworks?
In her studies, sometimes I think some of the sums of some things, my mother, she asks my mother, and my mother says to talk to me, and then
Yeah.
I solve, and then sometimes I solve, and sometimes she must be going back to her to mother.
But hasn't there been any incident or any time wherein you're taught something to your sister with her studies?
Yes, once I had a good mood, so my sister was a bit younger, so
Yeah.
she would have problem in reading the these and the the words. So I just took the board and started teaching her. But then once she cried with some reason, she cried. Then I stopped teaching her because
Why? You're a very strict teacher, I think. You're a very, very strict teacher.
yeah, I don't like. who are crying, and so I will not never do that. I decided I will never teach her again.
Oh my God, that's very bad. That's very bad. You must teach her. You must teach her. You can be the best teacher to your sister because you know her personally as well. But right now in these summer vacations, you told me that you play a lot of games with your sister. And how is your relationship when you people both play games? You fight sometimes with each other as well, or you play without fighting with each other?
No, it cannot be possible that we don't fight with each other in some or the other game. I think that every game we play, some or the other cat fight occurs.
Okay, okay. But generally, most of the time, who gives in, who accepts, okay, fine, I will listen to you. Let's continue to play. Because you are the younger, you're the elder, she's the younger. Or who finally concedes, who finally accepts that, okay, I'll listen to you.
Obviously, the older has to get the scoldings and listen to the younger. Sometimes the older also agrees.
Okay. But in all these things, your youngest brother, he's still a toddler, isn't it? What's his age?
He is 4 years old.
Oh, 4 years is good enough to play with you people, isn't it? 4 years, he can walk, he can talk as well, I believe. Your brother can talk, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm wondering. Now, I am just curious to know whenever you three are together and there is playtime, lot of playtime, how do you communicate? What are the problems that arises when you three are together? Who fights a lot and who kind of separates? Now, imagine your younger sister and your brother got into an argument. I want this chocolate. I want that chocolate. I want this toy. I want that toy. How would you how would you just separate them? How would you console them not to fight? How does it happen?
first my brother and sister would eat would annoy my mother. Then my mother would tell me to settle it down. I
Uh,
would think that I'm lucky. I don't have to work and make them settle down. Then I would make something that Harika, I don't do that because my sister is older than my brother. So I would
yes.
always could happen that I support my brother. But
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah, continue, continue. You're wanting to tell something.
yeah, so this is all what happens, and sometimes it can also happen that my sister also doesn't listen to me. Then I have to use my brain and console them that I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, and sometimes I have to use a little bit more bit of brain.
And what is that? Do you remember some incident recently that had happened wherein you had to really use your brain to settle a fight between your brother and your sister?
I don't think recently it happened, but yes, today with my brother and me a fight occurred.
Oh my God, your brother and you, a 4-year-old brother and you. Fine. What was the fight for?
The fight was for he was we were playing a game in which we had, I think I have it right now. I had these types of small things. It was I collected it in my pocket. These
Yes.
so it is here. So I these types of small things were there which we collected in a blow thing. So we would throw it in each other and we have to play. It was just like and we had a chariot and we would be like a warrior type game.
Okay.
So we were, so one, though it was like that, that Harika, my sister, did not have anything to throw. We would think those small pieces of thing as arrows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she didn't have anything. So I gifted her some. Then my brother started kind of giving it to me also. It was not the rule that I should give forcefully. So I told
Okay.
no. He told give me, give me, give me, give me. Then who has to give? I have to give. My sister gave. She told no, I want yours only. Then I gave mine. Then at last the fight was.
Okay. When the fight is between your sister and brother, you sometimes settle the fight between them. But when now here it's a strange situation that your younger brother and you fought. Finally, who settled? Who settled the matter between you and your brother?
I had to accept his choices.
Absolutely. Isn't it strange, Avika? You always have to listen to younger brothers' demands. Don't you feel bad about that sometimes?
I don't like it at all.
Oh my God. But then you know what? you should always listen to youngers. No, they are you are more intelligent than your brother, and sometimes you have to listen to him, isn't it?
Yeah, and sometimes my brother and my mother also get into this, but my mother always obeys him. It's very strange, a younger controlling an older.
Yes, those are the advantages of being younger or the youngest in the family, isn't it? So nice
Yeah.
to be the younger. What are your responsibilities being the eldest of the three?
Oh, the most first responsibility I think is that if the older brother gets, if the younger brother, suppose if I had to take care of the younger brother, suppose my brother, we were playing and we had to take care of him. So if
Yes.
something happened or a little bit he got scratched, he was running. I told no, Kishu, no, no, Kishu, don't run there. But he ran and he got hurt. Then my mother would not scold him. She would not scold him. She had to scold me because
Oh,
she would tell the why did they went to stop and this and that. So if the younger person did the mistake, then the older person has to face the music. So that is the responsibility.
okay. Yeah, you know what? That's the added responsibility of being the elder. But do you enjoy taking responsibilities of taking care of your younger sister and brother? Do you enjoy that additional responsibility?
I don't like that at all, but I have to do.
Yes, you have to do. But sometimes, have you been told, "Wow, good job, Havisha. You took care of them well." Have you been praised for your work at taking care of your sister and your brother?
Yes, sometimes.
That's really great. That's really great. So finally, your brother has also kind of had some issues with you. And generally, this the beads thing, what you told, this happened today or recently? When did this
To,
happen?
today.
Oh, this is something that happened today. Okay, but all the three of you are at home, not going to schools. So how often do you people play with each other? Is it the whole day you people play engage in some kind of activities with each other, or do you have your own times of sleeping in the afternoon and studying for some time? How does the day go around with all the three people involved?
It is not sequentially, it happens simply and randomly. Sometimes I play the whole day, I don't touch a book, and sometimes touch a book, I study, but I don't play much.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it gets, I study as well as I play.
You study as well as you play. But I think, as much as I know, Havisha likes to play more, study less. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I would encourage you to play well, and play along with your brother and sister. Okay, great. I think we just have 1 minute, but I would want to tell you something, Havisha. Your English is there is no nothing I have to comment, because at your age, your English is very good. So I'll not tell you any mistakes that you have made. Okay, so this is not the age that I correct your English, because you speak very well for your age. But as far as your other activities of improving English is concerned, I'm so happy when I see your YouTube channel, that you have this wonderful hobby of reading books, and of course the conversations that you have with wonderful people on Clapingo, and that's going to make you a wonderful speaker in times to come. Okay. Any questions for me, Havisha?
Okay, yes, yes, there's one. So
Yes.
everyone asks, why did I join Clapingo? Can you tell that why did you join Clapingo as a teacher?
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I